Hey everyone, welcome back to It Takes Two Takes. If you've been watching, I've been reacting to season 1 of Banshee. I told you over and over again that I wasn't going to do this alone for season 2. Adam, who's been patiently waiting for me to catch up to where he's at. Adam, how do you feeling going into this season of Banshee?
I feel a little pressured. Your wife has added some pressure to get going on this.
Yeah. My wife's been patiently waiting a couple of weeks now. She's like, hey, when are we going to watch season 2 of Banshee? I'm like, when Adam and I end up watching at least episode 1. And it's been, but by the way, she hasn't watched any of my reaction videos. So, fuck her. All right. So here we go. I don't know if you can see we're donning some shirts here. I mean, this is important. Speaking of Banshee, Jonathan Tropper went on and did this little show called Warrior, and it's coming back for a season 3. If you don't know anything about Warrior and you love Banshee, then chime in on the comments. We're going to have a conversation, okay? But we'll just keep wearing these shirts until you get the message. Let's get going. Episode 1, season 2. Loving this show. Let's see what we got here.
I was about to ask why he's wearing a sweater in bed, but that's just hair. He still looks weird to me without his blonde locks from The Boys.
Yeah, and I would imagine people thought he looked weird with the blonde locks that came from being Banshee fans.
What you did for Max.
I did it for you.
Yeah, that ain't his kid.
I think it's time for you to disappear.
He's not gonna
Disappeared
leave.
for 15 years.
Yeah, he faced Rabbit for her. You think he's just going to walk away now? I really have been enjoying Kai Proctor just facing his past and, his parents and things like that. It's just been, I just love him as a character.
How many times can you bury the same guy?
We wouldn't be out here if your lazy ass had dug a deep enough hole the first time.
Shut up and grab his feet.
How many times can you bury the same guy? I feel like that's how I feel about Job with Sugar. Like, he's just constantly burying the dude. He's just so relentless with him. And I love Job. I just really like Sugar. He's so hard on him.
Job is my favorite character in this whole series.
Dean Xavier, you make good time?
Not good enough.
Oh, I love him.
What do you have
me
for
too.
here?
Lucas Hood.
Does he know the OG Lucas
Right.
Hood?
I think he does.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Special Agent Jim Racine. You all know Agent Xavier. Let me tell you how this is going to work.
Or does he know
He had a
him?
He had a reaction when he saw the picture. So if he's been following Rabbit, he might know him.
Swearing on a... I understand your mayor recently suffered the misfortune of being blown up. His town, something else. I've asked Mr. Hopewell to serve as a witness to these... I'll let that slide. Any questions?
I choose to believe this dude just likes smoking indoors, just to irritate people.
No?
Excuse my language. Were you involved in a sexual relationship with the sheriff?
Of course not.
What does he have that
My
make him jump
experience,
to that?
then when a man puts himself through that kind of hell, it's a pretty safe bet there's just some sex somewhere in the equation. So, just to clarify.
Well, her son was kidnapped and he bargained himself for the kid.
I get it, but
Well, then I guess it was his corpse that got up and walked out of that building.
I saw him go down. He couldn't have survived, and even if he...
He's not dead!
dude needs a smoke.
As such, I've got no book to throw at you. Congratulations, you're the sheriff again.
I feel like there's a motive behind that. I think he wants to observe him.
Deputy Lewis. And the BSD will be under federal oversight
There you
for the
go.
next 2 years.
2 years.
Every arrest, every call, every traffic ticket.
This is gonna be fun.
Well, you don't cast him for one episode.
No, of course not. But I mean,
I gotta go, I'm late.
the possibilities of Lucas Hood
How can you let them all off like
being
that?
under a microscope.
You're so obsessed with finding this rabbit that you're losing sight.
If he was dead, you'd have another body to show me.
How are you going to explain what you did in there to Washington? It won't hold up.
Banshee, Pennsylvania, no one gives a shit. Look, I'll be dead pretty soon, Xavier. My cancer's got cancer.
Oh, okay.
The smoking.
Yeah.
I want you to keep an eye on Hood for me. Anything out of the ordinary, I want to be the first call you make. Well, that's pretty much everything.
Well, and that's my point. Now you got a place to come to.
It's just got the worst job too. Just
Yeah. He's still dealing with a lot of PTSD. He is not ready to come back.
you could argue he wasn't ready to come to Banshee, Pennsylvania to begin with, Adam.
Yeah, but he's seeing Rabbit all over the place,
Yeah.
and he's having a hard time focusing. That's a whole lot different.
Well, let's see how long you can stay out of trouble this time, huh?
Not long.
Right. Oh, masks. Ahead of their time.
I haven't owned many trucks, but generally kicking that end doesn't just make it go down. I'm just saying it would not be as useful for hauling stuff if it just took a little bit of pressure to knock that thing down.
I know what you're saying.
Oh, I actually like these. Kind of cool. They're hot. Yeah.
Who is that?
You should get him.
I don't know. I don't think I need them, right?
Of course.
Oh, she's just being... Okay. Karen over there is worried about people shoplifting at a mall kiosk.
And the mall security guard will come out.
Interesting that they show a heist going on, and then they switch over to her stealing from the mall kiosk. A little bit of a like father, like daughter.
Right.
Different stakes, of course. Oh, we're back to it.
And they got the tailgate back up. They are not John Wick.
Yeah, they got to reload at some point. The Native American sister. Oh, so this is present day. I thought this was like a flashback.
Yeah, I guess she needs some money.
Oh, that's definitely her then.
Yeah.
Yep.
The guards weren't tipped off, or Job never would have made it past dispatch this morning. I don't know who that was, but it wasn't Kinaho security, and it wasn't the cops.
Well, no one here leaked anything, right?
Could you have been hacked?
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, I ain't the one shaking off 15 years of mommy rust.
Mommy
Yeah, I'm out of
rust.
Call me when you've got my cut ready.
Hey.
What?
What are you so pissed about?
I should have my head examined for doing this with you.
Hey, you came to me. Don't forget that.
We had this plan without you.
And who did in the driving?
Come on, Anna.
It's not my name.
It's who you are.
No, that's who you want me to be.
If that's true, then why did you want in?
He's got a point there. But she came to him.
Okay. I'm broke. So
Yep.
this is pretty much the only gig I've got.
Why are they disappointed about $100,000 in Banshee, Pennsylvania, by the way? Split it 4 ways, she's got $25,000 in a day's work.
I think now might be a good time to remind you we need to get the fuck out of this town. Come on, man.
I'm trying to cut you a break here by not calling the police.
Call them.
Okay.
And as soon as they get here, I'll tell them how you groped me when you were taking us back here.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Damn.
And then he started, like, rubbing my breast.
Ruthless.
And I was so... Here, Ben. Deep breaths.
She's in the backyard.
Mimicking kind of that scene in that first episode of season 1. When she saw Hood out in the garden.
It's just temporary.
I know.
So, we're back in business.
I want these two to be in business, by the way. I've been rooting for this relationship for a while. Just going to clue you in on this. Catch you up.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to happen at some point.
Uh-oh.
Can I ask you something? Off the record?
Oh.
Sure.
You and Carrie Hopewell.
What?
I don't know, you tell me.
There's nothing to tell. No. I should probably go. Let you get settled.
You've got secrets, boss.
Do we all?
I'm just saying, if they ever get to be too much or if you want to talk.
Yeah, she's dropping hints.
What you did, coming to check up on me every day these past few weeks, that was a big help.
I get the history with Anna Carey, but she is the best.
Back in your feet.
Just go there.
But he likes the bad girls.
I know. What's
Danny
he
was
popping?
too young
What's
to
he
be
got
mayor.
going on over there?
And he was definitely
Bye,
too
girl.
young to die.
That makes zero sense.
There's
Adam.
something in him.
Who
compelled
invited
him
you to this reaction video?
Fight for goodness and justice, or the relentless nature of evil.
I probably would hang that picture in my house though, just because. Conversation piece.
Do you ever stop to wonder if you be pushing your luck? Maybe it's time for you to take your show on the road.
Wondering if you're pushing your luck all the time. As a viewer, all the time, I'm wondering that.
On the dollar, those diamonds are more than enough to get you set up anywhere you choose.
Right.
Trying to get rid of me?
Yeah, maybe I am.
If Rabbit isn't dead, he's gonna stay near Anna.
Right.
Thing is,
And his daughter.
I haven't seen you before. You from around here?
I don't get out much. You guys Shivers
There's the Indian
25?
girl.
Sure do.
about 40 yards away.
Well, that's convenient.
You wouldn't say that if you'd seen the place.
Well, then let's go see the place.
Just getting right to it.
Yeah, but I got a feeling it's
yeah.
not what she's leading it to be.
No, she's got. Oh, okay.
Oh, no,
well,
I was
they're just,
wrong.
yeah, they're just okay. Oh, are we in New York now?
Apparently so.
Okay.
Bullet wounds. This obsession of yours is
Brother?
gonna be good.
And I found God in corners of the world
Is this Rabbit's brother?
in which you wouldn't stoop to take
Yeah, because he just made a comment about hiding him.
Yeah.
with your great school.
So he's probably there to try and get confirmation about whether or not
Good and evil. That just
Rabbit is dead.
words.
I'm coming for him, Priest. And you. Along with him. Hear me?
Hear me?
I feel like there's not a lot to say about this episode, to be honest. I mean, there definitely was not a lot of action. There was some it's definitely development, but it was all about.
Well, I mean, there was the armored truck heist.
Sure.
But considering that they had to spend half the episode with people healing and wrapping up the events of the end of last season, I didn't expect it to be an action-packed episode.
I didn't either, and you had to recap and I don't know the time span when it was actually airing, but regardless, they had to recap what was happening in that first season, and I appreciated the fact that they did it while doing it sort of in an interrogation sort of environment or mode.
Obviously, Julian Sands is going to play a bigger role in this as well. It'll be interesting to see what they do with his character. They're obviously going to do a lot more with the biker chick. So, there's a lot of characters we're going to see more. And I feel like every female character, if she's attractive, Lucas Hood is going to hook up with at some point.
Yeah, they're going to cross
that out there.
paths. They're definitely going to cross paths.
That mattress in that little room it keeps seeing plenty of action.
Sugar's he couldn't even fathom the amount of action that was going to be going on up in that loft of his. But yeah,
maybe he does. Maybe there's a little hidden camera and he's got a secret porn site that nobody knows about. We don't know.
You are going down a very dangerous path. I don't know what's going on. Who invited you? Once again, I have to ask that question. For people that are big fans of Banshee, if you're watching this, let us know the key episodes of season 2. I felt it was necessary that we watch the premiere of this season, but all things considered, I don't know that it was full of crazy moments like we saw through at least half of season 1. So,
in other words, Andrew needs to know what he's allowed to watch with his wife. That's
right.
what this boils down to.
Right. No, Adam's exactly right. What am I allowed to watch without you being a part of it? Like, what can I watch without you being involved in my life? Let me know. Don't ever let me sleep on an episode like you did with episode 3 of season 1. I don't want that to ever happen again. How dare you? You watch the reaction, you didn't say anything, and then I get around and I watch episode 6 or whatever it is, and everybody's like, where is episode 3? Yeah, I saw episode 3 in my living room with no cameras on, and everybody complained. Had you warned me? Where were you? How dare you? I enjoy actually watching this show. I feel like I've been watching it in a bubble all this time. I feel like I've been watching it up in a loft outside of Sugar's bar. And here we are now out in the open, and we're actually having a little bit of conversation through this show. I'm glad that I've added you to the mix. I know you've been waiting patiently for me to catch up to you. Here we are. I'm excited for it.
What did you think of this? Is there any key things that we missed that we should have talked about? Leave them in the comments below. And until next time, this is Adam and Andrew with It Takes Two Takes.